Hello, class. Hi, students. Good morning or afternoon or night, whenever you're watching this. My name is Miss Hannah, and you can call me Miss Hannah. I'm very excited to be teaching you today. Today, I'm going to teach you about public speaking. But first, let me start with a little introduction. Um, I am from the US, and I live specifically in the state of North Carolina. And in North Carolina, I live in Raleigh, which is the state's capital. So that's pretty cool. Um, Another cute little fact about me is I just got a kitten. Her name is Rosemary. She is 5 months old. She is a tortoiseshell cat, which means she has brown fur and orange fur. She's very sweet and she loves to play, and I really love her. Lastly, I'm also a student like you. I am a junior in college. So hopefully, while you're learning from me, I will also be learning from you. I want to talk about our daily objectives. Over the course of the next few weeks, I want to make sure every lesson has a daily objective or daily objectives. So for today, I want our daily objective to be, why is public speaking important? And the basics on what you need to know about public speaking. So before this lesson is over, by the end of the lesson, I want you to be able to know what public speaking is, why is it important, and how you'll use it in your life. So, what is public speaking? What do you think defines public speaking? I'm going to give you a minute to sit and think about what you think public speaking is. And think about where you've seen public speaking before. If you've seen public speaking before, what you remember from it. So go ahead and think about that for a second. So what is public speaking? If you look up the official definition of public speaking, it says, public speaking is the process or an act of performing a speech to a live audience. To dumb that down a little bit, basically what public speaking is it's a presentation that's given before a live audience. Public speeches can carry a wide different number of topics, anywhere from, we can talk about video games to the weather, or mathematics to maybe cooking and how to cook. Public speaking can be a wide variety of different things. The goal from a speech is to educate, to entertain, or to influence. So every time you give a speech, that is something you want to make sure you are doing. Either you're educating, you're entertaining, or you're informing. You're going to use public speaking all throughout your life. Example, right now in your life, you would use it for a class presentation. Let's say you bring something to show and tell and you have to show your classmates what it is. Or let's say you were assigned a project and had to do research on somebody and you had to present it to your class. That is considered public speaking. This is something you will do all throughout your time in school as well as later in life. For example, maybe you work with a company and you have to pitch an idea. In order to do this, you're going to have to come up with a speech of what you want to say before you present it to your boss. So there you go. You use it now and you'll use it all the way into adulthood. Think about your dream job. Think about what you want to do specifically. Maybe you want to be an actor or a singer, or maybe you want to work with the news or be a teacher. In order to do any of these jobs, as well as most jobs out there today, public speaking is essential. being able to speak confidently is going to improve your success in life overall. No matter what you want to do, public speaking is going to help you. It'll help you be more confident, and it'll help others get to know you. When you speak like you're easygoing and you're confident and you know what you're saying, you're more likely to get others to listen to you. And because of that, people are more comfortable with you. So people would be more comfortable to approach you and are probably going to want to build a connection. So in order to become comfortable with public speaking, you need to start with your voice and using your voice correctly. So what is your voice? Your voice is what you use to speak. It's what you use to speak. It's what you use to talk. It's how we communicate. How do we communicate effectively? Learning to communicate effectively starts from the very basics, starts from the very most basic thing you do, breathing. Your breathing is extremely important to public speaking, and you wouldn't even know. It's something you would never think about because we breathe all the time. So when you think about your breathing before a speech, what you want to think about is the support of your breath. So where do you get support for your breath? Where does that come from? In order to get good breath support to speak, you need to remember breathing from right here. This right here, your upper belly, there's a little disc called a diaphragm. And when you speak from there and breathe from there before you speak, it makes a big difference. So here's an example. Hello, my name is Miss Hannah. When I did that, I breathed from my diaphragm. I made sure I spoke loudly and confidently versus if I don't use my diaphragm and I breathe from my chest, I go, hi, my name is Miss Hannah. See the difference? It's a pretty big difference. Another reason there's a difference in that is your vocal cords. You want to make sure you are using your vocal cords properly at all times because you only get one pair of vocal cords. So when you're speaking, you want to make sure you speak with the right volume. You don't want to be too loud or too quiet because both of these are not effective. So in order to figure out this balance, you have to know how to breathe correctly and how to use your vocal cords. So if I want to speak loud and effectively, not too loud, just loud enough, I'm going to, hello, my name is Miss Hannah, and I'm here to teach you public speaking. I made sure that I breathed from right here, took a big breath in, and when I spoke, I made sure I was not tense right here. I made sure everything was relaxed because if you speak from here and you are tense from here, you're going to find that it'll hurt a little more. Try speaking like this. Speak like this with your throat up and your hand on your throat. And you'll feel that it feels a little different and it kind of doesn't hurt, but there's a little bit of a tension there that you don't feel when you speak this way and speak naturally, speak with a relaxed voice. You don't feel that. So you want to make sure that you have no strain up here. And in order to do that, your body language comes into play, which is also extremely important for public speaking because the more confident you look, the more confident you'll be and the more success you will have. So in order to do that, I like to start with a basic sit up straight. You sit up like this, nice and straight. I like to check by making sure my back can touch the chair, and when I lean forward, then I take my hands. Big breath in, breath out. When I take my breath out, I make sure my shoulders are relaxed and not up here, because when you do this, number one, you look more nervous. Number two, it contracts your vocal cords and it makes it harder for you to speak. You hear the rasp in my voice? It's not there whenever I have my shoulders relaxed. Sitting up straight, the rest of my body is relaxed, my feet are on the floor.